Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Jampulkar. In last video, we have seen how to launch any browser by using WebDriver in Selenium. So in last video, we have seen how to launch Chrome browser, Edge browser, Firefox browser. In this video, we'll see one important thing in Selenium programming, that is locators. Now see, here I have opened one website. Now see, for testing what we require, we have to identify or we have to locate these components. So this is a text field, this is a text field, this is label, this is label, this is link, this is button. So all these components we have to locate or we have to identify from this web page, and for this purpose we require locators. In Selenium we have to use these many locators. So see, id, name, class, tag, link text, partial link text, XPath, CSS selector, all these are the different locators in Selenium. In this video we'll use these locators, and in next video we'll see how to use these two locators. Now see, here already I have opened this website redipmail.com. This is the login page. Now see, in last video we have seen how to launch any browser. So same code here we have written. Now we'll copy URL of this website. We want to locate some components from this web page, so we will copy this URL and here we'll put it. Now see, I have pasted that. Now we will run it. So see, we got this Chrome browser and this web page is also open. Now see, we want to locate these components, right? So what we have to do, right click here, go to inspect. We have to click on inspect. Now see, here we got this window. Now see, we want to select or we have to find out code for the text field, labels and buttons, right? So this is called a developer console. From this we have to identify these components, right? Now see, there is arrow, click on this. Now see wherever I take this cursor, so this code we are getting here, right? So I want to identify this text field, right? So click on this. Now this is the code for this text field. Now see, we have different locators, right? We have different locators. Now by using these locators we can identify that text field. So see, we have this text field, right? And this is a code for the text field. Now what is the ID? This is a login, right? So by using this login ID we'll identify this. Now see, so here we will write code driver dot, now find element is method. Here we have to write by is a class name, dot again. Now see, we have to identify by ID, right? So here it is ID, and here we have to provide that ID. So already we have copied it. See, so that ID name was login1, right? So same ID I have mentioned here. See, that ID should be unique, then only it can identify this. Otherwise what it will do, it will start from right top left, and here what is the first thing, what is the first ID that it will get, that it will choose. So that ID should be unique, then only we can use this. So see, here this is the ID that we have copied and we will use it here. So this ID that we have mentioned. Now see, so this is ID we have selected. Now see, we want to do some operation. What operation we want to perform? Something will enter here, right? And for that purpose we have to use one method, that is dot send keys. So here you can see, this is a method we have to use. And here what thing that you want to mention there. Suppose I want to mention ABC, something like that, abc@gmail.com and abc@redipmail.com, something like this, right? Now see, here I have put it. Now see, we will run this. So what output we will get, we will check. So see, that browser is launched, and here you can see ABC, it is written in this text field, right? So similarly will write for the other component. Now see, we want to put in password also, right? So again we will click on this arrow, then we will take here. Now see, so this is a code for the password, right? So we'll identify it by the name. So another locator will use name. So again code will write driver dot find element by dot, and now we want to identify by the name, right? So that will add here. In double quote we will mention this password, whatever the name is there, pass wt. Now see, again there we want to send these keys, some text we have to mention there, right? So send keys, and what we want to mention, something like this, abc or 1234, something like that, any password that we will mention there, right? Like so. In first text field we will mention abc, in next text field, password text field, we will mention 1234. Okay, we will check it. After that, see, we'll tick this checkbox also. So again we'll click on this arrow and we'll take it here. Now see, we have taken here. Now see, we'll identify it by the this class name, label keep me, something like that, it is there. So we'll identify it by the class name. So I'm copying this class name. Now see, again we'll mention driver dot find element by dot, and now we want to mention class name, right? So class name, so this is the method we have to use. And what is the class name that we have copied it? Okay, and at the end, now see, what we want to do, we have to click there, right? Checkbox we have to click, this checkbox we have to click. So here we'll use this method click, right? So that thing we have done. So we are selecting that checkbox. After that, what we have to do, we have to click this button, right? So again we'll click on this arrow, we'll take to this button. Now see, this is a code for the button. Now see, we can identify it by the class name. See, this class is equal to sign in button. So by this we will identify. So I am copying it. Now see, again I am writing code for the button. Find element by dot, where identify by the class name, right? So class name, and here we will mention this in double quote, we have to mention it, right? As it is a string, we have to mention a double quote. So see, all these are the string, that's why we are mentioning a double quote. All these are the string, even this is also the string. Now see, this is a button, right? So what we want to click it. So for that we will use this click method. Now so that it will get clicked. Okay, now we'll run program. So run a Java application. Now see, so it has entered this username, password, it has clicked on sign in also. After clicking on this, as it is a invalid username and password, we got this message, right? Wrong username and password combination. Now see, we have to identify this text. So see, that thing will do. So here I have opened it. So see, something ABC, and here 1234 something I have mentioned. So here we are getting this message, right? Now we will identify this. So again I am clicking on this arrow and I am taking on this name, right? So here we got it, right? So we can identify it by using ID or class name. So we'll identify it by using this ID. So I am copying this. Now see, text, we have to identify that text, right? Now see, here we'll write driver dot find element by dot. Now we want to identify by the ID, right? So in double quote we'll mention the ID. Now we want to read that text, right? So for that purpose, get text method. So that method we will call it, right? Now see, we want to print that message on the screen. So system dot out dot println. So that method will call, this thing will print on the screen, right? Now see, we'll run it. So see, a message that we got, and here we got it, right? Wrong username and password combination. Same message we have taken, and that we have printed on the screen. So see, here we have seen locators ID, name, class name, like this. Now see, we'll find out other locator. Suppose we want to click on this link, right? So again see, we'll locate it. So I'm clicking on this arrow, and then I'm taking on this forgot password. So see, this is a code for this, right? Now see, for this is anchor tag, right? That's why it is a there is a hyperlink for this text. So this is anchor tag, right? Now see, I want to identify this. So for this text which has the anchor tag, right? Where is the hyperlink? So we'll identify it. We'll locate it. Now see, driver dot find element by dot. Now we want to identify by the link text, right? So link text method we'll use, and in double quote we have to mention. So what is the text? It is written forgot password, right? Same thing is there. So we'll copy it, forgot password. Now same thing we'll put here, right? So we'll get it. Now we got this, right? We got this. Now what we want to do? We want to click on it, right? It's a link, so we want to click on it. So we will call this click method. Now see, so forgot password, that button will get clicked. Now see, so again we will run it. So here you can see. So see, it has clicked on the forgot password, and after that we got this screen, right? See, instead of this complete text, we can use partial text also. See, likewise you can do driver dot find element by dot. Now partial link text, right? Not complete text, partial link text. So that also you can do. Now see, what was the text? Forgot password. Suppose see, I want to take only this part of the text. So I will copy it, and here instead of this null, in double quote I can mention this, right? And what we want to do, we want to click on it, right? So see, here I am commenting this. I have saved. Again we will run this program. So see, so it has clicked that forgot password, and we got this screen, right? So likewise we have used this all the locator. Now suppose we want to go back. So for that we can use driver dot navigate. This is a method, and this it will return one object, and here we want to go back, right? So we'll call this back method. So what will happen? We'll go to back screen. See, again we will check it. See, it has entered. See, we it automatically it got clicked on forgot password. We got another screen, and again we came back here. And suppose again we want to go back to that screen. We'll mention driver dot navigate dot. So it will return one object, and here what we want to go, what we want to do, forward. So right. So again we'll go back to the that another screen, right? Now see, we'll run this. So it is entered. Right? We have gone back, and again we have landed on this screen. So in this way we have used these locators in our program, right? ID, name, class. This locator we have not used, but see, just like ID, we can use this tag. But there are many tags in our code, right? So it is very difficult to identify any locator just by using this tag. Try to avoid use of this locator tag. So in this video we have seen ID, name, class, link text, and partial link text locator. In next video we will see XPath and CSS selector. So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get notification of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.